Now at 5 a.m. on WKYT this morning, police are searching for two car burglars this morning in Lexington. They tell us they ran off and left their car full of possibly stolen items behind.
A man accused of slashing a Lexington Kroger employee's face with a knife is expected in court later today. And
police are also still searching for a group of men who they say are responsible for a violent home invasion in Lexington.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning from WKYT. Welcome in on Monday, May 11th. We hope you had a nice weekend. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. It's a safe bet that a lot of you were out doing things outdoorsy this weekend. It was nice and warm and some constant sunshine, which was nice.
Humidity was there with us as well. And some of that is all going away as we have a front that's going to be moving in. Meteorologist Micah Harris is tracking that for us and joining us. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, that front will wipe away a lot. We look outside right now. Good clean sweep there on First Alert Defender Live radar. A few sprinkles back toward the west, but also some thunderstorms, and these are the ones we'll need to be watching as we approach the afternoon, off into the evening hours. I know they look like they're right on our neck of the woods at this moment, but they're not moving eastbound that fast. 64 degrees now in Lexington, 66 sitting there across Mount Sterling. 84 degrees this afternoon. Late day storms. I'll break down that timing in towards your afternoon and off into the evening and show you what you can expect out of those coming up.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit. Thank you.
New this morning, we're tracking the search for two burglars after Lexington police say they found a car full of possibly stolen items.
This has happened just a little bit ago. A witness tells us they first saw the burglars around 3 o'clock this morning on Mountain Laurel Way near Georgetown Road. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is live near the scene with the latest on this ongoing investigation. Good morning, Hillary.
Good morning. That's right. Around 2:45 this morning, Lexington police say two men were reportedly going through unlocked vehicles here on Mountain Laurel Way. And police say thanks to an alert neighbor who witnessed the whole thing, officers were able to track down what they believe could be all of the stolen items. Police say the witness watched as the two men went up and down the street going through unlocked vehicles, stealing whatever they could find inside. He was able to give a description of the two men, which led police to a car that they say was filled with random items. So far, police have not been able to tie all of the items to the car burglaries because they say none of the cars were actually damaged or broken into, since they believe they only went for those unlocked vehicles. Now, officers hope this morning, once folks out here start waking up and realizing they have items missing, they will be able to connect this all together. They also say some golf clubs were found inside the loaded car and believe those could possibly be connected to a garage burglary. Police say they do believe they know who the two men are, and they ask anyone living out in this area who might discover when they wake up that they have items missing out of their car to give Lexington police a call. Live in Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Well, a Lexington man accused of slashing a Kroger employee's face with a knife is behind bars this morning. 39-year-old Michael Buckner was arrested yesterday for the crime, which happened Saturday morning. He's accused of stealing a cart full of items from the Kroger on Bryan Station Road and cutting an employee's face in the process. Buckner is now charged with assault, robbery, and evidence tampering.
Police are still searching this morning for a group of men involved in a violent home invasion in Lexington over the weekend. Officers say 4 men broke into a home on Suburban Court around 4 o'clock Sunday morning. Police say the men assaulted the people inside and stole electronics and car keys. One of the victims says he and the others were held in a back room for about an hour. He says the intruders threatened and hit them.
I prayed to God last night for forgiveness. I was just kind of pretty sure that we were all going to go. They were going to tell us, like, if we didn't give them any money, that they were going to start killing us. We didn't have anything.
Investigators are still trying to figure out if the robbery was random or a targeted attack. They're working off limited descriptions of the robbers since all 4 were wearing masks.
A new report shows sexual assaults at Kentucky universities are underreported. The report from the Herald Leader shows that UK police reported 12 sexual assaults on campus in the 2013-2014 school year. That same year, 67 people went to the school's Violence Intervention and Prevention Counseling Center saying they were victims of sexual assault. The same gap shows up on other college campuses across the state. The University of Louisville and Western Kentucky University each reported 1 sexual assault during the same school year. The paper reports 43 people went to Louisville's Prevention Education and Advocacy on campus, and the Western Kentucky Counseling Center helped 21 victims.
The time is 5:04 on WKYT. A man is in jail in Richmond this morning accused of assaulting a woman and threatening a police officer. Richmond police arrested Charles Kavanaugh yesterday morning. We're told an officer heard a woman screaming for help. The woman told police that Kavanaugh was her boyfriend and that he was choking her and would not let her leave the house. She says he also tried to flip a bed where a 2-year-old was sleeping. When the officer tried to arrest Kavanaugh, he says Kavanaugh threatened that he would kill him.
A Western Kentucky family is at the center of a court case getting worldwide attention, and they're due back in court today. Joe and Nicole Nogler say the state took their 10 children from them because of their, quote, off-the-grid lifestyle and because their kids are homeschooled. The family lives in the small community of Garfield in Breckinridge County. Social services say they took the kids because they don't have any running water in that home. The couples raised nearly $34,000 for their legal fight to get their children back. The Noglers are due in court later today for a custody hearing. Well, a reunion that was nearly 2 years in the making. A local Marine and his military dog are together again after serving together in Afghanistan. Basie is a specialized search dog trained to detect explosives. For 2 years, she was retired Marine Corporal South Hill's right-hand girl. The two spent 7 months together in Afghanistan, where Basie led the line in the search for IEDs. 2 weeks before they were set to head back to the States, Basie got an infection in her hip that required intense treatment at Lackland Air Force Base in Texas. Now the pair back home in Carrollton with Seth's wife and son. So nice to see that happy reunion between man's best friend.
It certainly is.
Yeah. A major construction project has started on Alumni Drive near the University of Kentucky campus.
And this is the first business day for this. It started yesterday.
Yeah.
The project will be adding bike lanes and walking lanes and roundabouts, and it's going to take all summer long to get it done. WKYT Sean Moody is live from Alumni Drive with a look at how this may affect your morning commute. Sean, good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. If you are one of the people who drives along Nicholasville Road around Alumni Drive and Cooper Drive, this is going to be a big deal for you for the next few months. Alumni Drive will be closed between Tates Creek and Nicholasville Road. Construction, they moved all the construction equipment in yesterday. They'll get going on it today, and it's going to last throughout the summer. Crews are going to add 2 roundabouts through here, a bike lane and a walking lane, and it's expected this project will cost about $5 million. In the meantime, traffic that normally uses Alumni Drive here between Nicholasville and Tates Creek Road will be detoured over to Cooper Drive. Officials expect this project will be finished by September. Live in Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
All right, Sean, thank you very much. And so that is sort of the headline of traffic today. That we'll see how it goes on this first day.
And speaking of which, I believe that's what we're looking at right now, Nicholasville and Alumni, that area. We do want to remind you that another construction project taking place, blasting is starting today at 8 o'clock this morning for US 62 in Scott County at Cherry Blossom Way. Traffic will be stopped for 5 minutes at a time. So very similar to what they've been doing along New Circle, Versailles, Old Frankfort Pike, the Leestown Road project, all of that. So similar there in Scott County.
Yeah, if you're up and down I-75 today south of Lexington, a lot of resurfacing continuing in Madison and Rockcastle counties now. 5:08 on WKYT this morning, and we are just getting started.
After falling last week and breaking part of a TNT show set, basketball star Shaquille O'Neal taking some extra precautions, let's just say, to make sure he doesn't get hurt again.
Yeah, that's pretty funny right there. Not much going on in our neck of the woods, but a big front comes rolling on through, gives us thunderstorms, and not only that, but a big time cool down. I'll show you all that with those numbers coming up.